So recently, with all the controversies going on and what feels like a new twitlonger coming out every week, how do you think cancel culture has affected pro wrestling?
It's taken over, uh, in a negative light because there's been some cases where people will. Now, granted, let me preface this because I can already tell people are going to blow up about this. I'm not defending anybody in this at all. I'm not defending Kletcha. I'm not defending Damon. I damn sure ain't defending Kai Andrews. I'm not defending anybody of that sort. Um, because some of them deserved the hate that they got. Um, but on the same token, people will file pedophilia just under anything now. Like and I know you guys talked about this last week, but the Damon thing, for example, that wasn't pedophilia. It was extremely weird. It was weird, and it was like just ugh, you know. That's not pedophilia though. It's not. Like I've watched a lot of Law and Order SVU. I think I know what that is. That's not that. It's just extremely weird and odd, and but it shouldn't be labeled as that. There's a clear difference. Should he have been flamed for it in the way that he did? Um, I don't believe so. Should have been brought to people's attention, yeah. But at the same time, when was the last time you saw Damon in a ring? I don't think this is gonna bother him one bit, unfortunately. He hasn't gone to an arena in years, you know. So whatever happens there happens there. So it's whatever. But in certain cases, I think with cancel culture, people will kind of look for something um to criticize somebody on. Like I'm sure I'm trying to get canceled because I'm 23 playing Roblox. Guess what? I'm not touching kids either. I'm trying to play a game. Literally just try to play a game, and people get mad at that. Tell me to leave and things like that, just because I'm a little older and I'm enjoying a video game, the same one that they're playing, actually, mind you. So, um,
I think the
it,
reason people get so upset by that is because of how so many people who play the game view Roblox's age demographic as a whole. Like, yeah, there is older people, but it does seem like the game could be based upon smaller age groups, you know?
to an extent, no,
Yeah.
because you look at some of the games on the website, yeah, you see Adopt Me, but then you see like Call of Duty on Roblox and stuff. You see streamers making money with their other families playing Roblox. Believe it or not, people. This is still a place where you can get money. People think that's ridiculous, and people laugh at it till they see how much money you can actually make. I'm sure one of the people who made Apocalypse Rising on Roblox made an actual video game, Unturned, on Steam, and he's getting paid for that. It's branched away from just being a normal game. It's a source of income for some people. Hopefully for me as well, because I'm also trying to develop a game. It's not just row wrestling left and right. I enjoy it a lot. That's where you guys see me. That's where I allow you guys to see me a lot. But it's not my number one focus. Like I don't talk about it left and right every day. Of course, I'm talking about it today because I mean it's a row wrestling podcast, but it's not just that. People try to define. I let you see what I want you to see in terms of my character because too many people knowing someone is a bad thing. Knowing their ins and outs of their life and everything. And I feel like that's another problem with pro wrestling, always trying to find out um, too much about something that's none of their business. But it's just frustrating, because certain people kind of get shit on for no reason. I think Kaylee's one of them. I remember, what was it? It was the Rumble a couple of years ago. And Drew won. Kaylee, as you know, just like me with Edge, she's an amazing, huge Drew McIntyre fan. And
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
she's going to voice that on Twitter because she's having fun. She's enjoying wrestling. And people got mad at her for that because she's enjoying something. And again, granted, she's young, but I think also because she's a girl. And people just got on her neck for that just because she's enjoying herself and minding her business. Was she trying to? It's petty, and it's to the point where like you have to look at the people telling other people to get a life. You know,
I do think that the community has like I think I know who you're talking about because I know what you are talking about, like the whole Rumble shit. But I do think the community has changed their views on Kaylee because they do see she's like is not taking this game serious and just is a positive person, you know?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's genuinely one of the coolest people I've met. She's like after the match, she was one of the first people to congratulate me, and she was in that match, in the chamber for WPW. Um, and it's just, I think so many people, they pick and choose who they give hate on, because I'm sure there's a couple of people in different friend groups, not gonna say who, but people who are watching, I'm sure you can get a small guess. There are people who are no saint, but in their little friend groups, but no one says anything because they're their boy. You know, they're close. They're good friends with them, and they're probably guilty of some bad stuff too. Is it to that degree? Maybe not, but it's still bad. Won't say nothing though. That's their boy. Don't want to be a snitch, but anyone else though, literally could be the exact same profile. They will boycott their existence if it's possible. So it's very biased in that aspect. And it's, again, it's the internet, which is why you have to take everything with a grain of salt. I've definitely begun to do that. It's been difficult because you always want to say something to those people because you know they're wrong. But um, a wise man once said nothing at all. So I mean that's kind of the law, just for common sense, just to not live a super stressed out life. That's just the law that you follow for me personally.
Thanks for watching that video, and hey, if you like what you see, we've got tons of content right here on the Roblania Network. We hope you like, comment, and subscribe.